Hello there guys, it's Miss Charlotte and welcome back to another video on this channel. Today's video is a little bit different, which is so exciting. I don't know why I'm so excited about this, but depending how you guys like this and enjoy this, this may be a series that I'm going to start. It won't be too frequent because it's based on a let's play that I'm doing on this channel, which is the current Planet Zoo series, in which I am building a giraffe sanctuary. Now, when playing Planet Zoo, sometimes it takes me a bit of a while to design things nicely and build, because I don't know, it's quite complex building in Planet Zoo, like in terms of controls and things like that. So I thought I would take some time to build and kind of like renovate some of the habitats that we have going on in this series that I'm doing, and then I thought I would film it and make it into a little bit of a speed build for you guys to look at, because I feel like there's two type of Planet Zoo watchers. There's people who like watching the gameplay and there's people that like watching the building, and so I thought let's try a bit of both and see how people take it. So yeah, first here we are doing the antelope, I believe, and the Thompson gazelles. I think those are the two animals we have in here. Very deer-like animals, but first I wanted to kind of landscape their habitat. So the way I landscaped in this video was basically just with plants and with rocks. Also, just in this habitat, I also decided to add some water, so I just kind of dipped the terrain a little bit. At first, towards the beginning of this video, you probably saw me like fumbling around. There was just a floating box. Yes, that was an animal in there. Like, I couldn't get it to move, and I didn't want to like press play too much when building, because I didn't want things to happen whilst I'm not like filming an actual let's play episode and then we miss things from like the storyline and what's going on. Not that there's really a storyline, but just like what we're doing. Like, I didn't want anything to happen. One thing I do want to note is there was an inspector report, which I had a little sneaky peek at. It wasn't completed, I don't think, so we will be able to check it next episode when we actually do a proper full episode, not a building thing. So that's the only thing that happened really. And there was some like stressed animal welfare issues. So when renovating the antelope and gazelle habitat, I moved some of the enrichment further away from the glass, because apparently that's what gets them so stressed. I think that's why their welfare was so like poor at some points during last episode. I think it's mainly because they're seeing the people stare through the glass and it's freaking them out. So we definitely have to get some research done on like barriers and stuff. But yeah, I just basically went through each habitat and looked at the animals and what kind of climate they like and what continent they like their plants from, and then I decided to put in like a mixture of bushes and things and also trees. The way I kind of like to lay it out is little clusters of trees and stuff, and then I went in and put some rocks as well. The rocks I kind of did separately, not amongst the plants, just kind of like massive rock structures made up of loads of different boulders and things, which I think look really cool. I think my favorite out of all of these habitats is the one I'm working on here, which is the newest additions to our zoo, which are the ringtail lemurs. They have like the most variety of plants that they can have. I think just tropical in general as a biome has loads of different plants, and it just looks so exotic and everything looks so lush and green, and all of these trees they can actually climb, I'm pretty sure. That's the one challenge though. I did have to make sure that not a lot of tall trees were towards the edges of the habitat. I may have to adjust a few, I'm not sure. We'll have to play test it and see, because obviously if they're too close to the edge and they climb them, they can actually jump and escape. Like, in my time when playing Planet Zoo, I've had like red pandas, I think it was red pandas, they climbed a tree and they just dived through like the habitat wall just straight out because they were high enough. It was terrifying. So I don't know how like lethal lemurs are when they're on the loose, but I mean, escaped animals in general just isn't a good idea, I don't think. Also, I was looking at the centerpiece for the kind of entrance to the zoo. We haven't unlocked enough stuff for me to try and create something, so that's something we definitely have to research, and it comes under mechanical research. So that's something we definitely want to do. That's another thing I did change actually when playing this. When I was building in terms of gameplay changes, I think change some of the research we were doing. So mechanical research, I moved from food shops to barriers so that we can work on making the deers and the antelopes and whatever less stressed. And then also I think I changed the vet research to the lemurs because we didn't have much research on them, but not a lot of gameplay change except from the times. I also changed the opening time so that it was like sunny when I was building, so it wasn't pitch black and you guys couldn't actually see it, but I managed to change that back. But those are the only major changes we made, I promise. I definitely think my building has a long way to go in Planet Zoo. Like, I don't do much with the building. I was thinking of maybe creating our own star facility shells in terms of like the buildings that come with them, because we kind of just got the default ones and then now we've unlocked the African style ones, and so we're putting those in. Eventually I'll probably have another one of these building episodes, which might be a bit longer than this, in which we change the shells, but I definitely have to get a lot better at that. And also I think unlock a few more things, because I just go for the kind of basic like 4 walls and a roof and then that's it, and then maybe some decoration. options, but I definitely want to kind of work on it and see what we can come up with. But it's definitely time consuming. It takes me a while to build in this game. It's quite intricate compared to something like The Sims 4. Building in The Sims 4 is like so much more simple when you compare it to this. Like this, there's so many things that you can use. Like look at all these rocks, for example. Sims could never. And everything we're using, like tree and rock and bush and plant wise, like that's all already unlocked. Like I haven't researched any of that, so like the possibilities are pretty endless with this game. That's why building is so fun, and it's something I've just never really experimented with, which kind of surprises me because I seem to be much more of a designer and creator and builder in games rather than really liking the gameplay. But I've been a massive gameplay person with this kind of game. I don't know, we'll have an experiment, we'll see. I also have my Twitch Planet Zoo series that I'm doing, so I'll see if I can develop my building skills on there as well. But I am playing sandbox mode, so it's kind of easier to just buy everything, especially because you have like absolutely unlimited money, but we shall see. But yeah, as you can see here, just lots of rocks and stuff. I'm really interested to see how much they can climb these. So I definitely think the African wild dogs are going to have a whale of a time just climbing all these rocks and stuff. But I'm not too sure about the like antelopes and things like that and the gazelles. I did see when I was playing it, I don't know why, I think I was just like trying to test the stress levels, but they have a little swim through the water, which is good. I made it quite shallow so they can't drown, so that's good. I did notice though, I was going to put water in the other habitats, but the lemurs can't have water. They need like a barrier around it, and you can make like, I think you can even make invisible barriers. But yeah, that's something maybe we can think about doing. But I mean, they have more than enough plant coverage to kind of satisfy the nice looking aesthetic of their habitat, so I think it will be fine. Also, I really like in the antelope gazelle habitat where I put this like really nice shallow lake thing, rocks around the sides. It kind of helps them climb out. I think it looks really nice. But that was pretty much it. A little bit of a short building episode, but I hope you did like it. And if you did like the video, do give it a thumbs up and let me know what other videos you'd like to see on this channel. Also, do feel free to subscribe to stay tuned for videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And that's pretty much it, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.